Okay, so today's question is, where is this lockdown heading to, or this pandemic heading to? I mean, what's the direction? Okay, so first of all, disclaimer, I'm not favorable to this pandemic. I do not think it's genuine, so this reading, it would be biased. Okay, anyway, these are the cards that I pulled out. So first of all, I took out the Six of Pentacles. So once again, what is the direction of this pandemic heading towards? So here you have us, which is basically kneeling down, and we're kind of like asking for aid. And there is this lady who is giving it to us, and she's weighing it on the scale. So it's like, here's your aid and here's your knowledge. So it's like we're kind of like begging for it from her, because if we don't get it, we'll be somehow, we will suffer in one way or the other. So in this position, what happened is that we are at a disadvantage. How much money we get or how much knowledge we get will be dependent on her. So she's weighing it out. It doesn't look like she's very doesn't look like she's very generous. Okay, so yeah. So then after that, I wanted to know a bit more energy about her, and where is she coming from, and this is what I get. So here, basically the pandemic here is all planned out. It's all planned out. Okay, so you see this man, let me see. Okay, so he has his plans there. Okay, they have their plans and they are going to put it up, and they are going to implement their plans now. And one of them, it is to, give us as little as possible in terms of knowledge and in terms of financial resources. Now, what is their plan? Then I asked, what is this plan about, this plan here? Okay, so, and here she's holding up some cards, and the cards here got in different individuals. It's like she is thinking of, okay, we do this to this person, we do this to that group of people, that kind of thing. Okay, so they're putting into plan. And one of their plan is to, hold us kind of like captive kind of energy. Okay, now what is this plan? So the plan here, it is basically they want to enrich themselves and they want to hold on to their power, Queen of Wands. Okay, so it's like she's on the high horse, and she is she looks pretty fierce here. Okay, and here is all about her. She just wants power. Okay, and what else part of their plan I'm kind of getting is that I kind of get the feeling of a Trojan horse. Something's going to happen where they're just going to come from the back and try to, I don't know, implement some kind of electricity or some kind of, here is like electricity. There's lightning, so I'm kind of getting the feeling that this is something to do with energy wave, electrical wave, digital. Okay, that could be it. Okay, so they have this plan whereby they're going to implement or come in with some sort of digital power, electricity power, or energy wave, some kind of wave. Okay, and where it is going to enrich them and where they are, they get power. Okay, so then what's going to be in it for these two? So these two is basically representing us. Well, wow, 10 of Cups. So, looks good, doesn't it? Then I drew out 3 more cards because I kind of felt funny because here we are kind of like begging for it, and how can it be 10 of Cups? Okay, let's see what it says here. I draw out 3 more cards here. So yeah, so this is the feeling behind this person here. Can you see the lady here? She's kind of like, okay, Does she look happy? She's kind of like leaning away from him a bit, and he's like leaning towards her. He's like holding her hand, and she kind of like looks shy. It's not like she is like 100% into him. Okay, so what's at the back of her mind? At the back of her mind is she's thinking this is the Eight of Cups. Something is missing. Everything is going according to clockwork, but something is missing. One of the cups is missing. So everything is going according to his plan. So you see, this is his plan here, is reflected here. So I'm kind of getting the feeling that our lives are controlled. Okay, but there's this niggling feeling that something is missing, something is out. So you can see on her face, something is missing. Okay. And yeah, she wants to find out what it is. Okay, then after that got this star card. Okay, so the thing is, what I'm getting is I kind of get this is some kind of a distraction, in the sense that they're going to try to distract us by having all this starry media, or celebrities, that kind of thing, living the high life. And if you follow them, if you follow this way of life, you will also achieve this kind of thing, this kind of starry life. Well, perhaps for some who want this, then it's good, but then there are others who feel that something is missing. So then I drew up another card, and yeah, so here is like, this is a Hanged Man, and usually Hanged Man is a good card in the sense that you get some kind of illumination, your mind. And in this case, the guy is illuminated, but can you see his hands are tied? So once again, is according to clockwork. Clockwork here is his plan here, his plan over here. Okay, so he has a plan. Everything must go according to clockwork. So yes, everything goes according to clockwork, but we feel like we are held in captive, and we're being distracted by all this bling bling, that kind of thing. Okay, so this is pretty bleak. So my question is, what can we do about this if we don't want to be stuck in this kind of energy? Okay, so what can we do about it? Yeah, then the card tells us, well, we got to start looking. Okay, it's a bit dark, it's not easy to see, but the light is there. We have to start looking. And what is it that we find? Okay, Judgment. It's going to come in loud and clear. Okay, it's going to come in loud and clear. So this is the Judgment card. Something like justice will prevail, or justice will be served. Okay, Judgment. Okay, I don't know, maybe there will be something that happens where people will be taken up in the car if you don't. You got to open up your mind. Okay, and so this is what you see here. So this guy is seeing that these people are in the car, in the flying car here, because of the Judgment. It's going to come in loud and clear. So if you see the lady's face here, she looks a bit worried. Okay, so it's kind of like they are okay, they have been found out, that kind of thing. So they're rounded up. Okay, yeah, so okay, so they have been rounded up. And what else? I drew out another card here. So it's like here, all we have to do to get out of this energy is we got to start opening our eyes and start looking. Okay, start searching. Okay, and the facts will be loud and clear. Okay, and the other thing is, then I draw this Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups here, it talks about confusion and all that, but for this one, is kind of like, we shouldn't underestimate ourselves. So here you have kind of like a trophy cabinet, and inside you have all these trophies. It talks about our life experience, and that we are actually capable because we kind of like won all these trophies in the past. So we are capable, that kind of thing. Okay, then I drew out the last three cards here. Okay, so what's going to happen? How are we going to, not fall into their trap? Well, if you want to do that, then you really have to not accept it anymore from them. Once you stop accepting it from them, then you open yourself to a lot more of your own books and your own plans. This is provided we don't accept any more of the nonsense from, I would say, the powers that be. So this is the power that be, okay? So we have to not accept anymore, okay? And we have to stand our ground, okay? We have access to our own library of information, of our own plans. And what's going to happen is when we do that, we open ourselves to the Ace of Pentacles, to a lot more options, to a lot more riches. Okay, riches, is it monetary riches or something that we can manifest? Okay, so yeah, and the other thing is we are also opening up to a lot more spiritual powers. Okay, so we don't realize it. We don't realize how much power we have. And this is indicated by the trophies that we have in our trophy cabinet. All we have to do is start looking for the signs, and the signs are coming loud and clear, and they're going to round up these nasty people. Okay, so how to get out of this? Well, you have to stand your ground. Don't accept any more from them. And what's going to happen is that then you can start manifesting your own life, your own wealth, okay, your own prosperity, and you will realize that you actually have a lot of power, and is indicated by the trophies that you have, and as well as this card here that you do have the spiritual power. So in other words, don't be afraid to stand up, but you need to start searching.